Welcome back to Allyssa K Lifestyle. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I struggled through but eventually recreated this super cute look that I found on Pinterest. Stay tuned for more. So this is where we encounter struggle number 1. So here is where I realized I did not have the pattern that I needed. Simplicity Easy to Sew pattern 8299. I actually had the instructions, but I did not have the pattern that I needed, which simply means that I misplaced it somewhere. So I had to pack everything up and put it away, and thankfully I found another one, which is one of Mimi G's pants that I had done before. Thank God. So here I'm measuring to make sure the inseam is as long or as short as I want it to be, and I'm pinning my pattern down to my fabric. But I think there's a simpler way, because honestly pinning the pattern down to the fabric is the longest process other than actually cutting the fabric out. But I think I saw a couple of people using some kind of metal weights, but the only thing with that is I don't want to make any mistakes in my fabric, and I am definitely bound to do that because I do it already while I pin. So let me know in the comments down below if you've actually used, I think they're called bottom weights, before, to hold your fabric down to, you know, make the process quicker. So this is where we encounter struggle number 2. So right here, as you can see, I've taken out my pattern instructions just to make sure that I'm about to sew these shorts correctly. Right, okay, everything's going well. And I have the right instructions, but as soon as I look at them to read them, they are in Spanish. Where are my English instructions? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Well, really, they're probably in my pattern drawer, but they're not here with me right now. But you know what? That's okay. Now I'm going to at least try to sew these shorts from memory, because the pattern that I'm using right now, the Mimi G pattern, I've done this at least 3 or 4 times. I love her jumpsuits. They're very easy. So now I'm going to try and sew these pants from memory. I legit forgot how to sew pants, and the only instructions I have in there are in Spanish. I don't know what's about to happen, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. So to get over the hump of mishap number 2, I decided, you know what, Allyssa, you are a good person, so you deserve to be happy. Well, how do I make myself happy? By adding pockets. And that's another reason why I just love Mimi G's pattern, because she always gives you the option of pockets. You can have them, or if you don't want them, you don't have to add them. And being a quote fashionista, I don't always like to take a bag or a purse or something. I like to maybe take a couple of cards and my keys and my cell phone. And where can I put it? In my pockets. And plus, In my opinion, if you don't have pockets, are you really wearing clothes? Go ahead and acknowledge this huge elephant in the room. I still don't remember how to make these pants, y'all. And watching it back, I said to myself, Allyssa, why didn't you just use the pattern instructions from the pattern that you didn't have the first time? Y'all, I forgot all about that. I wasn't thinking. Because, you know, pants are pants. I still could have used it. It's the same pattern for every pant. I promise you it's all the same. But instead of doing that, I did what I call the old school way, and I went to my favorite app, YouTube, and looked it up. I watched this lady teach me how to make some kid pants and use the exact same process for these shorts. Same thing. So this particular pattern of pants causes for a zipper, but since I'm not using a zipper, it's going to be an elastic waist. I had to cut a little bit beyond the actual pattern so it could be a bit boxier so that I could then go in and do my darts. And darts are folds that kind of tucked and come to a point and sew down like that. So instead of having a boxy shape, it, you know, comes in, cinches you at the waist and gives you shape. We have come to struggle number 3. Y'all, I can't believe this. I forgot to go to the store and get more elastic. So going through my box, I found a couple of scraps of 1-inch elastic, and I had to sew those together in order to get some elastic that was long enough for this project. So finally, it's time to make the top. And what I'm going to do is use this pattern that I've used for every single top that I've ever made. And that's because this pattern comes with 6 different types of tops. They come in different sleeve types, sleeve lengths, and also different necklines. So that's great. I really don't need any other top pattern. But since this specific top is oversized, I'm usually a 14 in simplicity, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out the 16 and add an additional 2 to 3 inches on each cutout. I'm adding facing to my garment, which I usually don't do because it just takes a long time. But for this top, I absolutely have to. And that's just extra fabric on the inside of the garment to finish off the edges and make it look really nice. So as you can tell, I kind of got stuck for a minute, struggle number 4, but I forgot just that quickly that I custom made this top to be oversized. So that means the pattern for the facing does not match. So I had to use the pattern for the facing as a guide to go ahead and create my own facing. Now it's time for my favorite part of this entire outfit, the straps. If you follow my blog or if you follow me on Instagram at AKB Lifestyle, then you've already seen in my past outfits that I've made, I love long dramatic straps that you tie at the ankle or at the wrist around your waist for absolutely no reason, and this one is no different.